Get ready.
So, Black Series Commander Cody. You would think he would be one of my favorite figures, right? Because Commander Cody's my boy. He's my channel mascot. He's my favorite character, period, ever. But actually, no, he's not. He's actually my least favorite Star Wars Black Series Clone Trooper figure, besides the Camino and the 332nd, because I can't deal with those new weird helmets. When it comes to the old mold, Commander Cody is my least favorite. He's the most incomplete. He just was missing so much that a Commander Cody figure should have come with. And he just didn't do it for me. But the figure got very expensive after a while, getting upwards of like about $100 on the aftermarket. So they did a fan vote, and they decided, which character should we re-release? And they picked Cody, and at first I was like, ooh, maybe they'll actually upgrade some of the paint. They'll give him some more weathering, maybe they'll add an accessory here or there that was very crucial and missing from the character. But unfortunately, all we got was just a slight repaint. And I'm making this video to, of course, I guess, review the archive one, which I'm not going to open, by the way. I have no reason to open it. But also just to talk about what they should have done. Because Commander Cody didn't need a re-release, he needed a remake. Because this old one, it's not bad, but it just... let's just get into it. So let's talk about the old versus the new versions of Black Series Cody. This is the old release, and this is the new one. One of the first things is that the orange is now more consistent. You can see on the torso there, the orange is the same kind of color as the shoulder pads. Same with this one. Another thing you might not be able to notice on camera is that the white plastic is a little glossier on the new one. So that's a plus. It's just a little glossier. But other than that, the differences are pretty minute. You can see the helmet there. The paint's not too bad on it. It still has that super wonky antenna that they will, I guess, never fix. Because the antenna's not supposed to be sticking out an angle like that. You can see comparing them, the paint's, it's pretty comparable. It's definitely darker with the gray on top for this one, and honestly I think that looks a little better. But overall it's basically the same thing, just re-released. I do want to talk about this archive packaging, because this is made for openers. This is not, it's pretty much just a card back, which it's cool to actually get a Star Wars figure on a card back like this, especially a 6-inch one. And it's nice to actually have an archive figure in my collection finally. Oddly enough, that artwork is from the animated Clone Wars show. That is Phase 2 Commander Cody. That is the exact picture that that artwork was pretty much traced from. So it's animated Cody. And another interesting thing, you can also see it's celebrating the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm up there. Another thing, if you flip it on the back, Cody is specified in the animated category for the Clone Wars instead of Revenge of the Sith. Even though this is a Revenge of the Sith figure, you know. It's not based off of Clone Wars Cody. But yeah, you can see there's the read up there on the back. It's cool, it's neat. That, I don't know, something about the artwork, seeing it like a mix of animated and realistic is a little odd to me. And also the striping isn't, the striping on the helmet's not even. It's not even, it's like a Hasbro paint job. Anyways, so there isn't too much to say, I guess. Except, we need to talk about what they should have done. What they should have done, essentially, was this. This is what we should have gotten. There is an accessory missing from my custom, and that is an Emperor hologram. Because, basically, they needed to just take the vintage collection figure, everything he had, everything he came with, and make it 6-inch. This is one of the most standard Commander Cody action figures that's ever been made when it comes to just being a figure with guns. No removable helmet. I don't even think the jetpack's removable. No, you know, hologram, no Obi-Wan lightsaber, nothing. However, with my custom, which isn't perfect, it was actually one of my first paint jobs, I decided to weather him up to be more screen accurate, as he should have been. I have him with an Obi-Wan lightsaber right now because he should have come with that. Definitely should have come with an Emperor hologram. And the removable helmet on mine, it's just an interchangeable head. I took a spare Jango Fett head and I painted it up. I gave it the kind of haircut that Commander Cody has. It's not perfect, especially with the scar. I need to go back and redo that. But yeah, that's what they should have done. And how they should have released it Maybe if it was too much in the budget, it could have been an exclusive figure. But then again, think about it. They've released other clones that are pretty deluxe and have all this stuff going on. Now, granted, Bly doesn't have a removable helmet, but he doesn't really need it because his Revenge of the Sith, character did not have a removable helmet. But this is a pretty deluxe figure. He's got fabric. He's got, I think he came with 4 guns. Excuse me if he didn't come with the carbine. He has the binoculars. He has all the weathering on him. Not nearly as much as my custom. I wouldn't expect that one bit. But still, he has the weathering. This is the best Black Series Clone Trooper figure, in my opinion. Either him or Captain Rex. They're very good. And they also could have upgraded the elbows, because Bly has the nice elbows, and Cody doesn't. But you know what, man? One theory that some people have is that because this Archive Cody is marketed as Clone Wars, maybe they'll go and remake a Revenge of the Sith Cody. But then you have to think, are they really going to do that? Are they going to put a Cody on shelves that sells well, regardless, and then put all this budget into making a new Commander Cody just that shortly later? I don't think so. I think the Cody we have is the Cody we're going to have. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate he's not perfect. He's not as great as he should be. I mean, Commander Cody is one of the most prominent characters in the Clone Trooper mythos. Him and Captain Rex are basically the two big ones. The Captain Rex Black Series figure was done correctly. He had the removable helmet, he had the rangefinder, he had all the weathering and the accessories he needed. Cody, on the other hand, he fell short. And it's really unfortunate that they decided to just re-release him instead of redo him. Because they should have redone him. But no, they redid the Phase 1 Trooper. Okay. I mean, no one was really asking for that one. But that's the first Clone Trooper remake we've seen in Black Series. But yeah, clones are really odd and inconsistent in Black Series, aren't they? We now have 3 body molds. Well, technically 2 and one that's a kit bash of both of them. It's confusing. It's very confusing how Hasbro's been taking care of these Black Series clones. They should have just upgraded the same sculpt. Honestly, the Captain Rex figure and this Bly body is perfectly fine. They should have just kept using that. But yeah, here's Cody. They remade him if you want to go buy him. He's probably still sold out everywhere because Hasbro can't keep anything in stock. But yeah, there's Archive Cody. He's got slightly more consistent orange paint. That's pretty much all I can say. It's not a bad figure. I like it. It's cool that Commander Cody got a Black Series 6-inch figure so early on in the line, too. He was in 2014, I think, or maybe early 2015. I think it was early 2015. Yeah, it's crazy how soon he came in the line. But we got a new one. We got a new release of the old one, but we need a new one. We needed one that was better. But oh well, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Cody's all good, I guess.